times out of the almost 365 days that I have owned them, have I worn them outside? That's not okay.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here. Boop.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 here. So a couple of months ago, I did a video where I shared things I was influenced to buy that I regret or actually really love, and you all seemed to enjoy that video. So I figured I would do another one because there were things I wanted to include in that first video that, because of how long the video already was, I ended up cutting. So I have those and also some new pieces that I was influenced by since making that video that I want to share my thoughts on. I feel these videos are super helpful because we are constantly being pushed new viral must-have items we got to run, don't walk to buy. That hearing another person's perspective that, number one, is not getting paid by any of these brands. This video is not sponsored. Also too, most of these I've had for a couple of months up to 2 years. So I'm hoping all of this helps you in deciding to purchase or not purchase these. The first thing I'm sharing that I was influenced to buy are these Damson Matter Jorts jean shorts, high-rise pleated jean shorts that, as you can see, has tags still attached, and I bought these 3 or 4 months ago. Damson Matter is just doing such an amazing influencer marketing strategy because I'm influenced. I want all of their stuff. I believe they are a sustainable and ethical brand based in the UK. I had seen a couple of people wearing them and they're in a really similar style to these shorts that I actually got in a thrifted mystery box back in 2020 that I love so much. I wear every single summer and I've been wanting to find basically them just in a different shade, and I have been really wanting to add more black or washed black jean shorts into my wardrobe, and I just feel maybe black and washed black shorts just aren't for me because these are almost in the exact style of those shorts, yet I hate the look of them on me. And it's not even having to do with anything of like, oh, flattering or like the way it's making my body look. No, like I just don't like them. And I don't know if I had gotten them in the blue wash that I would like them more. I mean, the other pair that I have, they're originally from Bill Blast, and I have been scouring Depop for 5 years since I've had them, trying to find another pair just in a different shade, but have had no luck. So when I had seen some people wearing these online, I was like, oh my gosh, these are it. These are everything that I have been looking for. Damson Matter seems to be doing good things, so I did also want to support them. And like I mentioned, they're quite trendy in the thrifting and sustainable fashion space, and so I did also just really want to have something from Damson Matter to not like feel left out. I know, I'm embarrassed for myself, and these are just a pair that if I had tried them on before buying, I wouldn't have bought them. The quality though, amazing, absolute perfection quality. If this is a style of short and in the shade that you're into, I do actually highly recommend them. A week after I bought these from the Damson Matter website, Lisa Says Gaw started selling them on their website, which means I wouldn't have had to pay international shipping and could have returned them for free if I just would have waited and been able to buy them on Lisa Says Gaw. So yeah, I do have these on my Depop. I'm gonna lose money on them, which is, you know, it is what it is. After that sad, regretful purchase, I have a positive purchase that I was influenced by that I really, really love, and I'm so happy I bought. These are the Doc Marten T-bar shoes. I got these back at the beginning of January. I got them on sale. There was like a sale happening on Doc Martens in January, so I forgot, I think I got like $50 off. I was 100% influenced by Lainey Ozark. Was it in her like styling Doc Martens video, or it could have just been like a normal styling video, but she had these Mary Jane Doc Martens, but the vintage pair. I think she said like a friend had gifted her them. I don't know the actual name of those, but the T-bar I think is like the modern version of the one that she had. These are the most comfortable Doc Martens I have ever worn in my entire life. I always say when people ask me, what Doc Martens do you recommend for a first pair of Doc Martens? I always say the Doc Marten Jadens. And it's not that I don't stand by that, because I do. I love my Doc Marten Jadens. I've worn them in the UK, New York, Portland, Vancouver, a full day at Disneyland. I love those. But these have a level of comfort I have never experienced in Doc Marten, and I'm always like, oh, the pain isn't that bad, like it's really not that big a deal. The break-in process of Doc Martens has never stopped me from loving Doc Martens and wearing them and like pushing through, but these were like a cloud the first time I put them on, like in the store, and I was like, okay, yes, they're beautiful, but these are also so incredibly comfortable. They almost feel like I'm wearing sneakers. I've now had them for over 6 months, and these are one of my best purchases of 2025 and my most worn shoes. I wear these all of the time. I have them in my normal size 9 that I'm always in Doc Marten shoes. In other shoes, I'm a true size 9.5 to a 10, but in Doc Martens, I'm always a 9, and these fit me perfect in my normal size 9. I need to preface this one that if this works for you, I am so happy for you. Like truly, I am so happy, because so many people have had this be life-changing for them, and I wish it had done the same for me. I was influenced to buy the overnight blowout, and I regret it so much, so much. Okay, so these are basically like these rods, kind of like velvet rods that you put in your hair. It's supposed to help the longevity of a blowout hairstyle. It's not actually supposed to create the blowout hairstyle. Like you're supposed to do a blowout and then use these rods at night to secure it and to make it so the next day it looks exactly the same and it's not turned into like bedhead. And if you have looked up heatless hairstyles, you have seen this. The creator of it is super passionate about it. They have different types of rods, different types of like styles of the blowout overnight thing. Not only was it definitely a learning curve to figure out how to even put them in your hair, to roll them up properly to where they are not pulling on your hair. That's like crucial, is you do not want your hair to feel like it's being pulled. And I just could not get them rolled up without my hair being pulled. And then sleeping in them, how are any of you doing that? I actually ended up giving it to my sister. I asked her for them back so I could include it in the video. From this, I then ended up getting into the robe heatless hairstyle, specifically the one from Kaylee. Kaylee's technique of doing the robe tie curls, it's a little bit different than how I've tried in the past, and that has been life-changing. That has been a game changer, and all you need for that is a robe. I will say the robe tie curls are still not as comfortable as it is when you sleep without them, but they are manageable and not like incredibly uncomfortable. I just kind of, you know, feel a little bit of padding, but that technique does not pull my hair at all, and it creates, I think, the results that I wanted. This is for a blowout, whereas I want like heatless curls. I want basically almost like these curls, just heatless, and that technique does it. So I guess this is kind of like a two-parter. This was a regret, but then that one, because I did buy robes specifically to do the Kaylee robe tie curls. So I was influenced to buy the robe because of that. So that one was a positive, and this one was a regret. This thing that I was influenced to buy is based on a technique tutorial from Arden Rose. She had shared this eyeliner look that was inspired by Claro. I just loved the look of it so much. It gave a very like natural, smudgy, grungy, but also not too makeup-y. I am really basic when it comes to my makeup. I know what I like and I very rarely stray away, but I really love eyeliner, but I am just so terrible at it. I just cannot do a straight line, and if I'm doing eyeliner, like I'm not having a good day because it has taken me like 10 different tries, and I'm over it. That's why I rarely wear eyeliner, because I'm just not willing to go through the anxiety and stress of trying to make, number one, both of the wings the same, and number two, like one of them's thicker, one of them's higher up. And sometimes I feel like a liquid eyeliner is just a little too sharp. It's a little bit too, I'm wearing makeup, which like obviously I'm wearing makeup now, but just in my head, this like smudgy look is just so much more approachable. Now, because Arden Rose lives in the UK, I couldn't buy the same eyeliner that she was using, but she just recommended a gel eyeliner with an angled brush. So I bought these both from Ulta Beauty. This is the 174 angled liner, and then the Ulta Beauty gel eyeliner in the shade Black Brown. I was able to kind of successfully do it, like I kind of did the look. However, this eyeliner just doesn't have enough like opacity like Arden's did, that when I then smudged it out, it almost like disappeared. It was like I didn't even have anything on my eye. So I had to pack on a lot of this gel eyeliner. And then when I finally got it to the opacity, the look, I loved it. I thought it was just the perfect addition of what I've been wanting to add to my makeup. It did not last. I actually wore the look in my last video, and I think I was filming for about 3 hours. By the time I finished with that video, it was like I didn't put any liner on my eye. I'm like, where did it go? That's why this one's kind of like, I regret in that this liner isn't performing how I want it to perform. So I regret buying this, but then I don't regret it because I really like the look of it. So I just need to find a gel eyeliner that's going to be lasting, that also will smudge, because that's the thing is like, then with the gel eyeliner, if it has too much stain power, then it won't smudge. So like trying to find that perfect gel eyeliner is now the journey that I am on. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. But I would not have bought these or tried out that look if it wasn't for being influenced by that Arden Rose TikTok. Ugh, I am sad to say that I do regret the Doc Marten Maybole. I think they're, yeah, the Maybole Red Mary Janes. I originally saw these on Amy's TikTok. She was unboxing them and I instantly fell in love. I was like, I need these right now. When you have that immediate, I need these right now towards a purchase, that is the perfect time to take a pause, to take a break, to give yourself like a month before buying it, because I feel those are the purchases that you end up regretting, like when you have such an immediate obsession and almost like anxiety of like, I need these in my life. These are gonna make my life so much better. They are gonna, you know, like, I don't know, like solve my depression. I did end up having to wait like 2 weeks until buying these because they weren't available in the US. They were only available in the UK. I actually even looked into buying them from the UK website, which would have made them double the price. I even thought about asking my friend Jasmine in the UK to like buy them for me and then like ship them to me. That's like irrational like decision making for a pair of shoes. Luckily I did not. I don't think I would have actually, but like even the thought of potentially doing any of those two to get my hands on these shoes is a need for pause of purchasing something. But like I said, they weren't available in the US, so I had even DM'd Doc Martens to be like, are you guys gonna get these? They said something like, just sign up for the emails and you'll see. Of course, I was already signed up for the Doc Marten emails. And you know, I'm not proud to admit this. I did check the Doc Marten website every single day until 2 weeks later, they popped up on the new arrivals and I instantly bought them. And I even filmed an Instagram reel unboxing them, a styling of them, and I was so excited. But I rarely wear them. They actually aren't like uncomfortable or anything, and I love the style. Like, these are a cute pair of shoes, but I don't know if it's because of the red or what, but I just don't wear them. Seeing all the cute outfits that people were putting together with them, and especially Amy, the outfits that she was putting together, I was like, no, I need these. Like, a direct influence for sure. I've had them since August of last year, and I've contemplated even selling them on Depop, and again, just taking the hit for the money that I spent. Luckily, I did not spend double. I waited until they're on the US website, but still, I think they were like $150. So much money. I wish I would have waited until they were in the store to try them on, to like really have them marinate in my decision. But even when I got them and like tried them on, because I was like, okay, like worst case scenario, I could return them. I was like, no, I love these totally go with everything. I think I've only worn them outside once. That's embarrassing. I don't like to be that type of person that has clothes that I've never worn outside. Like when looking at all of my shoes right now, I can say I have worn them all outside multiple times. Like clothes are supposed to be worn, but these I've only worn once outside. Maybe twice actually. Maybe I wore them in a thrift with me. 2 times out of the almost 365 days that I have owned them. Have I worn them outside? That's not okay. The Uniqlo Bra Tank tops are a perfect example of something being a closet essential for one person, but not necessarily a closet essential for another person. These went viral, I want to say like a year and a half ago, as like the need closet essential because of them having a built-in bra. Nobody likes to wear bras. Now, I do not like to wear a bra, so this totally piqued my interest of being able to wear a tank top, especially something like this where you would have the bra straps, not having to deal with any of that and having it already built in. Like it does seem like the perfect thing to have in your closet. It's a basic, it's easy, especially during summertime. And so I bought these a year and a half ago, and I've worn them. I have worn them, but I just don't think they made sense for me. I know for some people, like this is again a very life-changing product, especially with having the band. It helps with sweat, it helps not having chafing, but because I have a smaller chest, that isn't really an issue for me. And I am the type of person, if I were at the thrift store and there was a tank top with the shelf bra, even if it was the tank top, like, oh my gosh, of my dreams, this is exactly what I've been looking for. If it had the shelf bra, I would not buy it. I absolutely hate the feeling of it. To me, it's the exact same feeling as wearing a bra. Obviously not having to worry with straps, just the straps of the top, but that just feeling, I would just rather wear a bra, and a bra without wire. I think all of my bras except for one don't have a wire. So it's basically the same feeling. And in most cases, I will just wear nipple covers. For me, even in the summer, those just work totally fine. They're reusable. When I am going out, it's a really hot day, the last thing I want to wear is something that's going to be tight on my body. There's so many other tops I have that are flowy that I don't have to wear a bra with, that just kind of fill that void of a perfect summer breezy top of not having to worry about wearing a bra that these do for other people. And I just really wish I would have gone to a Uniqlo store and tried them on. These are the first things I've ever bought from Uniqlo. I didn't realize that there were Uniqlo stores in Southern California, and if I would have gone to the store, tried this on, I would not have bought it. Again, I think that's definitely based on my chest size, based on how many people really love these Uniqlo bra tops. But I just had to include it and be honest, because it was something I was influenced that I do regret. Talking about something that everyone seems to love, yet I hate. I mean, actually, I wouldn't say I hate. Hate is kind of a strong word for my opinion on this. In the thumbnail, I think I'm gonna put it like the good, bad, and the ugly. This would be in the bad, but like not that bad, but not ugly. So I don't like absolutely hate it, but I don't like it, and I do regret purchasing this. It is the K18 Astro Lift Volume Spray. I was inspired to buy this from Abby Young. As I mentioned in my other video like this, she is somebody that does influence me in purchases, because I mean, talk about parasocial relationship. I do trust her recommendations just based on her preferences and her hair type and what she wants out of hair and hair science and all that. She had raved about this in her Sephora sale like recommendation. So I got this during the Sephora VIB sale, so I got it on discount at least. I'm sure it's doing some sort of like reparative, like good things for my hair, but when it comes to the volume aspect, it doesn't do anything for me. I would say it doesn't do anything bad for me. Like, I've tried a lot of volume sprays that don't give me any volume and then make my hair feel absolutely disgusting. This smells really good, actually. I am usually not a lover of, specifically more in like skincare, I don't like fragrance because my skin is really sensitive. When it comes to hair care, I don't really care that much unless it's like really strong and I don't like the scent. And this, luckily, I do really like the scent because it is very strong. I always blow dry my hair upside down. I've been blow drying my hair upside down since I was 13 years old because I just have no natural volume. And when I've used this, I have not noticed a difference at all. So I'm going to still use it, get through it to not have the, how much was this? I remember it was still a little pricey. I did get it on discount, luckily, with the sale, but I don't want to just have the money go down the toilet. At least, like, I am going to use it up and have my hair be smelling good, and that's about it. Another recommendation from Abby Young that I was influenced to buy is the Amika Superfruit Star Lightweight Hair Styling Oil. I got this also during the Sephora VIB sale, so I've had a good amount of time to use it, test it, and I can honestly say I don't think I've ever used a hair oil that I feel like has really made a difference, that has like a noticeable difference that I felt like I want to use it. I really have been using hair oil throughout my life because people tell you to use hair oil, that it's good for split ends, but out of all the hair oils I've ever used, like, yes, there's been some good ones, but they've never been something that I felt like I wanted to buy. Like, it didn't make a big enough difference that I even understood why I was buying it. Originally, I was using the Bumble and Bumble hairdressing oil, and that one was good, but it just didn't do anything crazy to where it would be something I would rave about. Whereas this, yes, 100%, this is the best hair oil I've ever tried in my entire life. It's specifically for people that need a lighter weight oil, which I feel most lighter weight oils then kind of feel like nothing, but they just did something with this one that it is lightweight but gives that shine and softness and not too oily. It's also massive. I think in Abby's video she even compared it to the same price of other hair oils and how much you get, and it's so big. It literally looks like I haven't even made a dent, and I've had this for like what, like 3-ish months, and I've only used that much. I wouldn't say there's a specific person that influenced me to buy the Baggu Bowler Bag. I bought it because I really wanted it. I liked the style of it. However, people that were able to get the Baggu Bowler Bag early because they worked for Baggu helped me in deciding what size, what color, so I felt like I could still include it in this video, and I love the Baggu Bowler Bag. I got the smaller version in the animal print pattern. I will 100% be buying the larger size when it comes back in stock. I am already signed up for the email notifications because I love this bag. I think the reason I like it so much is because of the way that it opens up. It just like fully opens like that. Also, the crescent bags, the ones that I have owned in the past, I ended up saying goodbye to because the strap, I think it's just because of my hair texture, it would get caught on the strap and like slightly pull it all of the time. Whereas this, being this type of strap, it does not pull my hair at all. This is, to me, the best style of bag Baggu has ever come out with. This one, I was specifically influenced by Lindsay Rem. She had shared her empty products in a TikTok video, and she had like 3 of these and said it was amazing for sensitive, dry skin. And I just had never thought to ever try this because so many people have mixed reviews on the like spray. I don't think it's like the same product. Obviously, it's like a spray, but it's kind of in the same line, I think. So I think I just like grouped my opinion from the spray onto this, but so many people have like mixed reviews on it, that the spray is amazing and other people feel like the spray does nothing. So I just kind of figured this would be the same thing. But from seeing Lindsay's video, I was like, okay, let me just try it, because I have been on a journey to finding the perfect moisturizer for my very dry skin. I had always used the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream for like, gosh, I think the past 9 years, until it started really messing with my skin. Apparently it always had eucalyptus oil in it, but I don't know if because I had used it for so long that I had gotten an irritation from it. I don't know. So I can't use that on my face anymore. I had bought the Crave Beauty Barrier Repair Cream, and that one made my skin sting really badly. Like, I tried it for about a month and it just irritated my skin so much. So I think also that one having in the name like barrier repair, I just thought that this one, because it also is called barrier recovery, that it would give me the same reaction as the Crave Beauty one. But no, this has given me no reaction. It has no smell, because the Crave Beauty barrier repair has like, it doesn't have any fragrances in it, but it has a very powerful scent, almost kind of smells like syrup. Even John, when I would wear it, would be like, did you have something with syrup, because of how strong the smell was. And I just think that was like the natural ingredient. So it wasn't from like a perfume or anything, but that was just like another thing of like the strong smell and the fact that it made my skin tingle. But this has no fragrance, it has no smell. I have been using the Typology 9 ingredient face moisturizer. This I was actually sent when I did a sponsorship with them, and I love this so much. Between both of them, just to give you kind of like an example of the feeling of them, this is kind of like Cool Whip, like the texture of Cool Whip, whereas this one's like whipped cream that you get in the little like aerosol thing. Texture wise, Cool Whip is more like thick and kind of heavy, still good, like that's not a bad thing, whereas the one in like a whipped cream aerosol is like a wet thickness. So it's still hydrating and good. Like both of these I kind of have now been using interchangeably, and especially now that we're going into summer, like I'll probably use that. I do need to purchase it. It is really good. I know in the sponsorship I talked about their makeup, but the face moisturizer is so underrated. Probably better for summer, whereas this winter, or if my face is just feeling a little bit more dry, then going for this. But I kind of use these interchangeably. But this one I was specifically influenced by Lindsay to buy, and I can't believe it took me this long to finally try it. The last thing I was influenced to buy is unfortunately a regret. It is this pair of wide leg jeans from Levi's. I did buy them new from Levi's. They are the Ribcage wide leg jeans. I was influenced to buy these 2 years ago. I've had these for 2 years, and just the regret has just like continued to build. I rarely buy jeans new. That's honestly like a category of my closet that has always been 100% secondhand, but I was just really feeling impatient for some wide leg jeans. I was being influenced because 2 years ago, wide leg jeans, I'm sure as you all remember, was just like everyone was wearing. Like if you were wearing a straight leg mom jean, it was basically like you're wearing skinny jeans. And as much as I don't feel like pressured to wear certain jean styles, I think seeing so many people wearing wide leg jeans did influence me that I wanted to try them. I felt certain outfits I was wearing would look better with a wide leg jean, so I did decide to buy a new pair from Levi's, which I've talked about my conflicted relationship I have with Levi's styles. Like the 501s do not fit me like properly, like my body type, no matter what size I have tried, no matter vintage, new. But I had seen specifically the Ribcage wide leg jean being deemed as like the perfect wide leg jean. Everyone needs the Ribcage wide leg jean Levi's, like they're gonna change your life, blah blah blah. I fell for it, but I went to the store and I tried them on, and they didn't actually fit me. Something that I have issues with Levi jeans is the gapping in the back, I think just based on my proportions, and if I went for a smaller size, they then were too short, so I had to get this size, but then they didn't fit my waist. So I ended up going to a different Levi store and getting them altered to fit my waist, which I thought thought your first tailoring was free. It was not. So I had to pay for the jeans, normal pricing, additionally $40 to then get them resized. And here's the thing, they do look good. Like, they fit me really well. Like, I think they look like a good pair of jeans. And I will say the quality is really nice. Like, I think they're a nice pair of jeans. However, I think they are a little bit too fitted on me, not only in the waist. I think they had to be fitted in the waist where they were to be able to go with the overall fit, because in kind of the bottom stomach section, they fit very like fitted. And so the waist needed to kind of match that. And because then additionally they are high rise, probably the highest rise I've ever tried in my entire life, which hasn't ever been a negative. I think because of the fit, they are so incredibly uncomfortable. I cannot sit down in them. I am not wearing them to a lunch. I can barely even wear them to a cafe. Now having them for 2 years, I think when it comes to a wider leg, I much prefer a flare. Just the way that it is more fitted on the thigh and then flares out, I think just gives me the look that I'm wanting, whereas the full wide leg, I really don't like it. Anytime I wear these jeans, I do always get really nice comments about how good they look and how they just like fit me super well. And I will say, like, that's the thing, is they do fit me. They fit me. There's no wiggle room. Having them for 2 years, accepting that not only do I not really like the wide leg, they're also just like not the right size for me. And I feel like if I wanted a wide leg, like, I should have gone for a different style. I think I may put these on my Depop, which hurts so much, especially because I resized them, that I'm not gonna get anywhere near how much I had spent. Alrighty, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know if you tried any of these and you had a different experience with them. I feel like saying that you have been influenced to buy something always seems really negative. I think because we're so used to seeing people get influenced to buy every single new thing. But I think you can be positively influenced, and especially for me, I have YouTube Red. I rarely see ads. It really is like YouTube or Instagram people that I follow that I am being influenced by, and sometimes it's amazing and life-changing and I end up finding like my new favorite shoes, and sometimes it is terrible and I really want my money back. And you know, sometimes you don't know until you know. Anyway, if you would like to see my face again, then make sure to subscribe right down below, and also follow me on Instagram, which is AlexSunshine83. I will see you all in my next video. Bye!